What it do, people? Keith Moore Jr. here, and today I'm going to be talking about how to set your calories for weight loss. But before we get started, I need everyone to destroy that like button. It helps the channel to grow by getting the video out to more people. Now let's get right into it. So I know we are at the beginning of a new year. We are essentially 1 week into 2020, and a lot of people have the goal of losing weight this year, but they may not know where to start. So today I'm going to be giving you all two options that you can use in order to get an idea of how many calories you should be consuming in order to lose weight. So first and foremost, in order to lose weight, you need to be in a caloric deficit. Now, the way to get in a caloric deficit is, here's the first option. You can use what's called a calorie multiplier. Now, this is not 100% accurate. This will just give you a ballpark range of where your calories may need to be, but you are going to have to alter the amount of calories you're consuming based on what your initial results are. So the way the calorie multiplier works is you will multiply your body weight in pounds by 14 to 16 depending on your activity level. So if you are someone who works a desk job and doesn't really work out often and you're not active at all, then you will multiply your body weight in pounds by 14. And that will give you a starting point for how many calories you should be consuming. Now, it doesn't stop there. You want to track your calories each day and then compare your weight at the start of the week to the end of the week. And then you will be able to tell by what the scale says if your calories are low enough for you to lose weight, or if you maintain that weight, or even if you gain weight, that will mean you need to decrease your calories. Now, I did say at the end of the week you would check the weight to see where you are, but I think it's a more accurate approach if you do this for 2 weeks. So multiply that body weight times the calorie multiplier depending on your activity level, and then track what you are eating every day. You can use MyFitnessPal, it's a free app, and then at the end of week 1, check your weight, see how your weight fluctuated on the scale, and then at the end of week 2, check your weight again to make sure it's consistent with what you saw in week 1. So this is going to give you your baseline. So if you are losing weight, then you can say, hey, I'm in a caloric deficit, so I'm going to keep my calories here for now until I plateau and I need to decrease them. Or if your weight stayed the same over the course of those 2 weeks, then more than likely this is your maintenance calorie level, and you will need to reduce the calories in order to begin losing weight. So if you want to know how much to subtract, I typically like to start off by subtracting 250 calories from my maintenance level. And then I will track that and look at that on a week-to-week basis to determine, okay, now am I in a caloric deficit? Now, you can do more than 250 calories if you want, if you're really trying to be aggressive with the weight loss, but you do not want to do something that is not sustainable for you and something where you're just going to crash and just say, screw this diet, screw this weight loss altogether. And then the last scenario would be if you gain weight over the course of these 2 weeks, that will mean that your calories are definitely too high and you're probably in a caloric surplus. And if you're in a caloric surplus, then you could actually subtract more than 250 calories from that total number in order to try to get in a deficit. Then once again, you will track that over the next week or two to be sure you're in a deficit. So the reason why you can subtract more than 250 calories there is because you saw that you were in a surplus. So you need to get past the surplus, well, go under the surplus and go under maintenance. So you want to be sure that you get into that deficit. Now, I told you all the calorie multiplier of 14 for if you're not active. But if you are slightly active, you work out a couple of times a week, then you will multiply your body weight in pounds by 15. And then if you're extremely active, you will multiply your body weight in pounds by 16. And then you take the same approach in order to find out the number of calories you should be consuming in order to lose weight. Once again, the calorie multiplier is not going to be 100% accurate. It's not going to say, okay, these are the calories that I need to be consuming in order to reach my goal. No, you are going to have to make tweaks. And I also recommend getting a food scale. I will put a link below in the description to this food scale that I use. And it is an Amazon affiliate link, so I will get commission if you do decide to purchase it. But what the food scale will enable you to do is you will know exactly how much food you are consuming, because you cannot just eyeball food and determine how much it is you are eating. That is nearly impossible, especially if you do not have any experience. All right, so that's the first option, using the calorie multiplier. Keep in mind, it's going to be based on your activity level. So yeah, someone who's more active, they're going to multiply their body weight by a higher number, that being 15 or 16 instead of 14, because they can afford to eat more because they're more active and they're going to be burning more calories. All right, so option 2, you can simply start tracking what you normally eat in a day, and you do this over the course of 2 weeks, but you monitor it week to week, see what your body weight is at the beginning, and then a week after that, check your body weight again. Then you go another week, check your body weight again. And you're just tracking what you normally eat on a day-to-day basis, entering the foods into MyFitnessPal and weighing everything out. Then from there, you will be able to determine how you need to alter your calorie consumption. You will be able to use the same approach that I just described for making tweaks to your total calories to ensure you are in a caloric deficit. Now, I know there are a lot of tools on the internet that will calculate what your maintenance calorie level should be, what your calories should be for fat loss, and what your calories should be for weight gain. And trust me, I have used multiple tools on the internet to find this information, and I can say with pure confidence, I have not found any of them that are completely accurate, and some of them are not even close to being accurate. So do not worry about trying to use a tool online. In the past, I thought that they would be pretty close to accurate, but through experience, I learned that that is not the case. Now, some of them, they may be a couple of hundred of calories off, which is still a lot, but you can find out pretty fast, what changes you need to make. But just saving yourself that time of having to go enter your weight, your height, your activity level, whether it's light, moderate, very active, you know, I'm saving you time there, and you can use one of these two options, because essentially you're going to have to do the same thing if you enter your stats into a tool on the internet. You're still going to have to make tweaks to that. And why even waste the time going out there, filling that information out, when you know it's very likely that it's not going to be accurate. So saving you the time there. But I hope this video was helpful. If you have additional questions on the best approach to lose weight, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Once again, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.